walking into the locker room my senior year of Siegel Center after losing to Potomac Falls, I knew at some point I would be directed back to basketball in some way or another.
Anymore. Like, usually it's all about, I want to score, I want to get the most points, but what am I averaging? Like 5 a game? But it's awesome. I like winning. I haven't experienced this before, and it's fun watching us win.
I would say Brayson Hutchins. He's our point guard. He could get down to his shot really well, and he could hit a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Brayson has all the confidence in the world. That dude is just. I hate the shots he shoots, but he makes them. So I can't really say anything to him. And we got Evan Custis. I don't even know how to explain him. He's just a very well-rounded, confident player. And Max Bush, the other senior.
You are now listening to the District 2 Sports Podcast, available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. It costs you nothing to smash that like button. Leave us a review and follow District 2 Sports on Facebook, X, and Instagram for more content and coverage. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, so District 2 Sports Podcast, and we're back with another episode. This is episode number 2 of the week. We had one on Tuesday with Avertman's Lacrosse, and today we have another one. We are joined by the Christiansburg Blue Demons high school basketball team. We have Coach Kevin Cox, Garrett Overbay, and Mr. Mason King. Blue Demons, they're 10-5 currently. Not a lot of people have played this week due to all the snow and everything that's going on, which is I think more coming on the way. So we'll see what games get played next week as well. But listen to the interview. Coach Cox, he's a former alum of Christiansburg. They even played in the state tournament there and played in Siegel Center during his time in high school. So he's going to talk about that. And just kind of taking this team from, bottom dwellers there in the River Ridge to being, River Ridge contenders. So you'll hear that story about how they've gone from just a few wins to this year already at 10 wins, 10-5. But yeah, playing the River Ridge this year has been tough for everybody. It seems like everybody in that district can win a ball game. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for us this season. But just enjoy this interview and hearing these two kids and this coach talk about Christiansburg basketball. All right. Just like we said, we're here with Coach Cox, Mason, and Garrett here with the Christiansburg Blue Demons. Coach, my first question to you, kind of like the season overall. So you guys are sitting at 9-3 at this point in the season. From each of your perspectives, what has gone right so far, and where do you feel this team needs to, have some growth?
We've definitely had some growing pains early in the year. We're senior-led with Mason King and Max Bush. They've been with me since I've started back here at my alma mater. So I've really leaned on them a lot. We came out of the gates with a gauntlet in the district with PH, Hidden Valley, Cave, and Salem. Came out of that 1-3. And then we started picking up some more district games as we've moved along. But 9-3, I'm proud, taking it one game at a time. I think we've improved and became more mature as the season's gone on. We've got 7 15-year-olds. So we're a young group. We have one junior. But they'll tell you, I keep reiterating it, it's one game at a time. This district is the top in this region, and that shows. But overall, I'm very proud. We're getting into the part where it's a marathon for the second half of the season. But I'm impressed with the improvement and the growth and the maturity of this group.
And I'll ask the players too, Mason and Garrett, what's one win that really showed your potential and maybe one loss that you learned the most from?
Shoot. You got it yet, Garrett?
I know the loss for sure. It's just PH. We were up the whole game and just let it slip away. But we've definitely learned throughout the season and had more opportunities to get in moments like that. So the next time that'll happen, I don't think that we'll let that game away.
I guess I'll do the good part. I think our best game, or my favorite game, was against Cave. I feel like that whole game we were just clicking, everything was going. No one had to really do too much. We were all playing as a team. I think we had a lot of guys get multiple buckets that game. We flowed good that entire time. We almost let it get away from us at the very end. that seems to be our struggle right now, is holding the lead and closing the door. But
it's probably what Big G's giving us a hard time about.
I love it. I love it. Coach, going back to you, I mean, you're a Christiansburg alum who played there. You coached there at multiple levels. Now you're the head coach. Walk us through your path to this role and what it means to you be leading this program.
I've said it for years. This is my 12th year coaching, but back in 2011, we just didn't quite make it there. We were state Final Four appearances. I played with Brennan Motley in that gang, Josh Winkle and all those guys. But I kind of knew walking into the locker room my senior year of Siegel Center after losing to Potomac Falls, I knew at some point I would be directed back to basketball in some way or another. And thankfully that was Coach Good before he went to Roanoke Catholic, and he, while I was still in college, asked me to come back and coach. But this has been my dream job. I was here for 7 years, and then I went with Coach Harmon for 2 years and coached Noah Farley in middle school team, and, came back once the opportunity arose. And, we've definitely taken our lumps through the past few years. Mason can attest to that. He's one of my day ones. But our faith never wavered. We stayed to the grindstone and worked every day. And I knew what I wanted to bring back to Christiansburg was the success, the community. And, we got all the new facilities around us, and it feels good, look good, play good. And I'm just blessed to have this good group of kids. And also through the pipeline, our middle school team's been very successful, as well as our JV. So we've stayed the course, and it's very exciting times coming for Christiansburg Blue Demon basketball.
Coach, I figured out what it was tonight. Okay. As I was driving, I was like, and it just hit me all of a sudden. Why can't you put these guys higher in the rankings and this, that, and it's all about the name. It's blue, and it just kills. Sometimes it's close to devil, and I'm a Tar Heel guy. It just see how it flows now. That's what it is. It's what it's all about. But no, I'll be the first to tell you and your boys right there that when Gregory brought up Christiansburg High School 2 weeks ago, I had not even attempted to look at Christiansburg at all. And I'll be the first one to tell you. I mean, I admit when I'm right, I admit when I'm wrong. So, and then, like I said, this past week when it was time to do the polls again, I had no problem with that whatsoever. But I will tell you guys this, and we do this thing in football, and it's, we try to do it as a recognition kind of thing. But I have found out this year, or just in the past 3 weeks, basically, that basketball is a entirely different animal as far as, these polls, these rankings, how, by the time we put something out, you guys are playing or have played and have won or maybe have lost. And it's just kind of crazy. It's hard. And, looking at schedules, it's just crazy.
No, yeah, it's not a week to week. You guys don't have that time it's the NBA schedule. It's, on a low end, 2 games a week, if not 3. And then we'll see what this weekend brings. It might load us up to 4 games in 5 days, but we'll just control what we can control at that point. But no, I agree. I think it's great what you guys do for these, athletes. Back in my day, I had to go grab the Roanoke Times and see, the numbers on there, who's leading in 3-point percentage, free throws, and all that stuff. That's how I would check scores. It's just a different world we're in now. It's all media driven and online. But no, I love it. We can look into the rankings and have a little pat on the back, and it's reassuring, but we know that it's 1 game at a time, and it's going to be a marathon the rest of the way.
Well, I try to develop at least one decent question every time we have someone on. And, the thing that I was looking at, and it's probably going to be a 2-part question here, but, it's the River Ridge, correct? That's your district. Yeah. So just looking at it, and I guess the question I have is, when the River Ridge is good, and I'm talking about top to bottom, and I have not seen Blacksburg play, so when I say this, I'm kind of saying it out, just outside of my mouth, basically. But they've got to be the best 1-14 team there is in the state. I mean, to me, playing in y'all's district. But when the River Ridge is good, how much better does that make you guys?
I mean, it's a juggernaut. I've said that since day one when I got the job a few years ago, because I knew what the district was when I played it, and even And now you throw into the mix, you got PH 5A, Blacksburg Salem 4A. Pulaski used to be 4A. So it was just us, Hidden Valley, and Cave when Hidden Valley branched off from Cave that were 3A. It's the wild, wild west this year in the River Ridge. I mean, you look, Friday's games, Pulaski almost edged Salem 62-60. Cave and Hidden Valley, that's a big rivalry. You look at our game, I don't like to give, any more respect to Blacksburg than I don't have to, but our game was 31-31 at half, and I had to kind of lay into these guys, and they responded. Excuse me. Hold on, buddy. So, I mean, it's every night. You got to go out and earn it every night. This district, like I said, will show in the region, and it already does in the numbers.
Maybe an unorthodox kind of question. We're always continuously asking you guys about your team. What's the difference this year? And I know you've already played them. What's the difference this year and in past years in Hidden Valley?
Hidden Valley. So Hutchins, I've told, he got the job a year or two before me, but I remember, and Mason remembers too, a lot of those guys, that 7 of their 9 or 10 guys have been playing 4 years of varsity. Because a lot of those kids I had some upperclassmen at the time the past few years here and there, but and a couple graduated just last year. Hold on, baby. Okay, hold on. But no, he's had those guys for 4 straight years, and they've just grown really close together. They play really well together. You can't make mistakes. It's nothing flashy, but they beat you when you make a mistake.
So, Coach, your first year was 2022-23, right?
Yes.
So, and a question for you, and Mason can answer this as well. But
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you guys go 2-20 your first year, 6-16, then 6-17, and then all of a sudden 9-3 this year. I mean, what has been the key to success? Building upon each season, and finally resulting in some success this year.
You got it.
I think it's all the sophomores. It's the younger guys. I don't know what it is, what they've been eating or what's in the water. They're just amazing. Like, I don't even have to do anything anymore. Like, usually it's all about, I want to score, I want to get the most points, but what am I averaging? Like 5 a game? But it's awesome. I like winning. I haven't experienced this before, and it's fun watching us win.
Mason does not give himself enough credit. He's also averaging 7 to 8 rebounds a game, 4 or 5 assists, 2 or 3 steals, 3 or 4 deflections. He's been a Swiss Army knife the past few years, and for him to recognize that his role has adjusted over the past few years is big of him, and that's why he's one of our captains. He has guys that can step into new roles and score at a plethora, and he's still filling the stat sheet, because the only stat that I say is what?
The only stat that matters is wins and losses.
There you go.
The individual stats will come if you just buy in, and they have.
I got a question for Mason and Garrett. So just knowing that Coach, is an alum there, played there, knows the expectations, knows the traditions, does that change how you buy into what he's asking you to do day to day?
Yes, definitely, because you know that he's been there before. He's experienced everything you've been through, and it's just he's seen through our eyes before. He knows what we're dealing with, and it's just he's there for us. We can go talk to him about life, basketball, everything. He's there.
What do you think, G?
I think he really knows this district really well, since he's played in this same school, and just knows everything about each team and everyone around this area. And it really helps.
And then kind of follow up with Mason and Garrett again. Have you guys noticed any changes at all, or any difference in level of competition playing against these River Ridge teams versus your non-district at all, or is it pretty much the same all around?
I loaded y'all down, to be honest. Non-district.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't know who's in our district and who's in our region, but I know the big Cave, Salem,
Hidden Valley.
They're all Patrick Henry. I love playing all of them. Every time it's a really competitive game, and it's really fun, and it's always up in the air about who's going to win. I think this this season is one of the best I've ever participated in.
For those that have not seen you guys play, Coach, and guys, if somebody said what's tempo or what style of basketball do you guys play, or on each end of the court, what are you telling people?
We're a sit-down style kind of defense. If we can get our hands on a couple balls here and there and apply the ball pressure we want, we can get up and down. But also with some growing pains in our youth, we're trying to reiterate, if we don't have it, you don't got to push it. Some of these young guys are finding out what it's like to play with a 6'8" and a 6'5" kid, so they're enjoying throwing some lobs here and there, and I absolutely love that. Them to be able to play loose and celebrate each other when the other four guys on the court and the whole bench are jumping as he's catching a hoop. It's a fun group to watch, but sit down style defense, we definitely harped that again today because that was something that we didn't do the first time against Hidden Valley. Turn defense into offense. That's how Coach Good kind of had it with me. They're athletic. They can get in the passing lanes and get up and down because that makes for some fun and easy basketball if you just put in the effort on the defensive end and, slow things down when we don't have it in the half court. But they've definitely made leaps and bounds thus far through half the season.
Which one of the gentlemen is 6'8"? I forget.
I am.
So I'll direct this question to you. So is it a terrorizing feeling or whatever when you're the last man back? Do you feel like sometimes that everybody's dependent on you to stop ball? How does this make you feel during a game?
Sometimes because everyone just expects me to block it, but it also deters people from the rim. So I don't have to all the time. It just kind of stops their defense if one of my mans or teammates hits a beat.
His aura scares them away. That's what it is.
I didn't know if everybody turned around and started walking back down to the other end of the court, knowing that they're gonna get the ball. You're gonna take care of business and just get it out to them, on the outlet and dunk on the other end or whatever.
Yeah, he's averaging around 2 blocks a game this year thus far. There for a while it was upwards of 4. I think he had one game of 10 blocks.
Yeah.
Early in the year. Then people started kind of being deterred away.
And this is for all three of you. So as far as execution, consistency, defense, leadership, whatever it might be, at this point in the season, do you feel like you are where you want to be at in this point in the season, or is there still more room for growth and things that need to be worked on?
I think there's definitely a couple things we can work on. Like he said a minute ago, we are young, so we don't have the experience as Hidden Valley as an all senior-led team. We can take better shots at times, and when we do have leads, we got to maintain them and stay smart with every possession because it all matters and it stacks up. But since the start of the season, we've grown a lot, and I think we're halfway there. We're halfway where we could be.
Yeah, we have a lot of potential as a team because we're really young too, so we just have a lot of people that could do everything. We just gotta learn how to play as a team in tough areas.
Just build the chemistry.
And then for the players, what's the mindset going to a game like Hidden Valley? How are you guys attacking that? And then Garrett, how are the sophomores handling these big games? And Mason, what can you provide as far as your senior leadership? Where you played in these big games before? What can you tell these young guys?
Well, last time we played them, we didn't do so hot. We started out very, very slow. We let them get up on us. But going into tomorrow night, we got to make sure we come out punching, come out hard, and we can't get caught under like we did against Salem too, because it's hard to get out of a deep hole like that. And we know it's going to be a tough match. It's going to be they're the number one for a reason. But if we come out and play how we know we can play, we should be chilling.
Yeah, and for the sophomores, each game, nobody's scared of anybody. They're never afraid to back down from a challenge. So I trust them, and we're ready to hang with any team that we play.
Let me ask you guys a question. This is for all three of you, and I'm being dead serious when I ask this. When something or someone such as myself who doesn't really keep up with things or hadn't kept up with things in the past and hasn't recognized Christiansburg basketball and, kind of lets Salem and Hidden Valley overshadow you. Is that bulletin board material, or, is that something that motivates, you guys to go to the next level?
100%. Like, you want to prove everyone wrong. You want to be those guys, and it's just fuel to the fire. Just gives us more reason to play.
You agree?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I'm the head coach. I look into stuff and I give them stuff to fuel to the fire because I'm probably one of the more passionate ones, and I can get going pretty easily because I'm passionate about this for them because I'm excited for them. But they're up for the challenge. The youth of this team with the senior leadership, it's a good mix, and they've really began to mesh well. And we're ready to make this second push the second half of the year. And if people aren't familiar with us, they soon will be.
Well, listen, this was part of my plan. My grand scheme of things was to, provide you guys with bulletin board material. Feel free to put my face on everybody's locker and say Big G said or didn't say. Feel free.
We're going to keep our head down and keep chugging along now with the community of Christiansburg, the fans and stuff. They can chime in on the comments, but no, we just appreciate everything y'all do, and we're just going to keep our head down and take it one game at a time.
Speaking of your fans, how is your following? What are you hearing on a daily basis? Is it whispers or is it everybody behind the team?
Well, I can say, and they can answer next. Back in my day, we didn't start filling the stands until we were 10-0 or we had this record. Winning puts people in the stands. But I think this community's actually rallied around them rather quickly. Beating Cave for the first time since 2016. We lost to them last year in triple overtime. We've been knocking on the door for quite some time. Hold on, baby. But this community, I remember what it was and what it can be, but I just know more than anything that fills the stands is winning. And they're doing that right now at a good pace. We just got to keep it going. Now, as far as what the students and the kids are saying in school, that's on G and Mace.
They just want to see dunks. There's like, did Garrett dunk on somebody last night?
I love it.
They want to see the highlights. They want to see. I've never played on a team where I have this many people that can dunk. So everyone's just they want to see somebody get it done. That's all they're worried about.
Now, obviously, we know we have Mason and Garrett with us, and obviously Walker Overbay is another guy to look out for. But who are some other players to look out for on the team here?
They got Salem and Pulaski games.
I would say Brayson Hutchins. He's our point guard. He could get down to his shot really well, and he could hit a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Brayson has all the confidence in the world. That dude's just. I hate the shots he shoots, but he makes them. So I can't really say anything to him. And we got Evan Custis. I don't even know how to explain him. He's just a very well-rounded, confident player. And Max Bush, the other senior, he's not very heavy on the offensive sides, but his defense is like how many he gets like he's averaging like 5 steals a game.
He was averaging 4.3 steals a game.
It's he's very annoying. I hate when he's guarding me.
Him and Max are soccer kids, and certain zone presses, and even in the half court, he can get in the passing lanes really well. And just to speak briefly on the kids they mentioned, Brayson Hutchins, Franklin County and Carroll County in 2 games had 52 points. He went for 28 and 24 and was shooting close to 50% from 3. And then Custis, he's a spark plug off the bench. He started early for us, but he moved to off ball, and he got his first in-game dunk against Pulaski, and it was on somebody. So definitely a springy, fun group. This guy can get up every now and again, but he just has to decide to. So.
I'm an old man.
I love it. Coach, talking about the young team, I know you said you had like 7 sophomores or whatever. How much freedom are you giving them on the court to make reads and adjustments, or how much are you having to script and kind of leave these guys on the court?
Well, what comes to mind is Blacksburg. We didn't start the first half how we exactly wanted to, but no timeouts were called, and I wanted them to learn on the fly, and I wanted to see how they'd adjust I have 3 sophomore guards that can bring the ball up, and then even off ball, whether Max, Mason are on the floor, and then G's at the 5 with them. I wanted to see how they could grow on their own without me having to burn timeouts. And they took care of business and jumped out to the 22-point lead and handled adversity without me having to burn any. But I have full trust in all 12 of my guys. I have a good problem to have as a head coach. I have 12 guys that can all contribute, and I got 32 minutes a night to figure out how to disperse it evenly and have all cylinders hitting at the same time.
Mason, last one for me from Mason. We're kind of all 3, but Mason, as a senior, what do you want this team to be known for at the end of the season?
Shoot. Well, I want to get a trophy. We got to get something. We got to have some hardware to show for it. But really, all I want the most valuable thing I could have at the end of the season is just the relationships with everybody. I want to be able to, down the road, be able to look back and just have conversations with all my teammates and just reminisce on how much fun we've had.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied. One more. Coach, for you, what were the goals coming into the season? And then, as you guys are 9-3 right now with 7 sophomores, are you guys ahead of time or right on schedule?
I'd say we're right on schedule. I'll let G list our 3 goals because we've kind of been hitting on them, and everything's still in front of us even after a couple tough ones, PH, Salem, and Hidden Valley. So go ahead, G.
Our first one was to make the region tournament or district tournament this year, and we also want to win a playoff game, which we haven't done in a while. What's the last one?
2 and 3 were part of it. We want to make top 4 in the district. They don't allow all the teams to play. So we want to be in the top 4 because we want to get a win-or-go-home type field game before regions hit. And then secondly, the past 2 years we missed the playoffs by we had 0.03 and 0.05. So we were knocking on the door and missed some opportunities the past few years. So wanted to make the playoffs, and then third is win a playoff game. And then with how the playoff bracket lines up, you win 2, you might see yourself somewhere you never imagined you could be. And I think this group's more than capable of doing that with a full head of steam.
I have kind of a curious question, Mason. What's the next step in life for you guys? What a terrible personality you have. You can't. I just don't understand. But I love it. We did an interview with Hampton Sydney earlier this year with Coach Kimbrough and with Shane Fernault, and you remind me so much of him. He is just into every conversation. He is so passionate about everything. So what's next for you?
Well, I dabbled in a little bit of kicking this football season, and
You did.
I earned myself a visit to Virginia Tech, so I might walk on there, might do a little something in that area. But other than that, I'm just going to college, trying to start the next chapter of life. Just take those next steps, become a man, I guess.
Him and Max, our other senior, got accepted at Tech. So I hope he does see that walk-on spot with football because he can boot it pretty good from his soccer abilities. So I think you were all region. You got all region?
What?
I got a couple things. But...
Yeah, for kicker. Yeah. So he's no slouch. He plays it off. He's very modest about it, but he's a special young man. He's got a bright future.
Well, I know you've said goals, and I know that, Coach, you said one game at a time, but let's just say into February, where do you guys want to be?
I'll let you guys take the floor on this one.
Is the Siegel Center, is that a possibility? Is that where we're looking at?
That's definitely the goal. I'd be a terrible teammate saying I don't know, but we definitely got it. We have the capabilities to make it there. We just got to pull all the loose strings together, and we can make something happen. Hopefully, we're playing through the end of February. We can make a run for something great.
Well, I want to tell you something, Coach. We did a interview last year at the ODAC tournament with Coach Merkel, and we were being pretty serious at the time, and one of the most precious things and that I could ever see with a father and son took place. I wouldn't say his son was more than a year and a half to 2 years old. He just comes sprinting through the interview process and jumps in his daddy's arms. So listen, I just want to let you know that, I can only appreciate that, the time you give your family and the time that you present to these boys. Cause I mean, they look up to you and I can see everybody looking up to you, and you're such a role model for everybody. So I can appreciate you to death.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I saw it firsthand with Coach Good, and this is Bo and Zeke. They're my two boys, and I got a 19-month-old girl. But he's actually running the clock during practice and keeping the score. He's doing a great job. But I love having them around, and also these young men are, they're great around my kids. They're great role models for them. Every home game, they come over to our house for team meals. And, it's a family, and that's been a motto since day one. No matter the highs and the lows that we've been through over the past few years, is our family's never wavered. So we're very blessed, great group of young men to have my boys around. So God is good.
All right, Mason and Garrett, y'all ready for some rapid fire?
All right.
Let's get it.
If I forget some, Devin might come off mute and ask them too. So, all right, here we go. So I'm going to give you either or question. Y'all give me the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
Okay.
All right, man-to-man or zone defense?
Zone.
I'll do man-to-man.
I like being lazy.
I love it. Conditioning day or film study day?
Film study.
Film.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Okay. Pull-up jumper or drive to the hole?
Drive to the hole.
Whoa,
Drive.
Nice. Okay. All right. So this is change of the years. I thought it was one way, and then all the young kids are going a different way. So, Powerade or Gatorade?
Powerade.
Gatorade.
Wow.
That Gatorade, got to be Gatorade, right?
Gotta be Gatorade. You would think. Mason, is there an influencer on IG or something like that where all young kids are picking Powerade?
I don't know. There's this guy, Bob Thompson. I think he's a big Powerade guy. Blue Powerade.
That's what we keep hearing. Blue Powerade. There's got to be something going on with Blue Powerade. I don't know what it is.
You got to give it a follow in your spare time. Get the followers up.
I love that. Home win or away win?
I
Away.
would say home win, probably.
Really? Okay. What's the away win? Is it just winning in their place and walking on their court?
Home field advantage is a thing, so I assume what we play them away, we win. We're gonna play them at home and win again.
There you go. I like that.
Plant the flag in the middle of the court.
Exactly. Yeah, plant the flag. There we go. I love that. Blowout or buzzer beater win?
Blowout.
There
we go. I'm with y'all. I mean, a lot of people say the buzzer beater. They like the anxiety there at the end. I don't like that. Just blow them out. Pre-game meal.
Chicken Alfredo and fruit pizza made by Miss Cox.
Shout out to the team. Show like that. So be happy.
It is.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I just knew he was going to say a Snicker bar or a couple hot dogs from down at Pete's grocery store or something. I just knew it.
They can put on the feed bag, that's for sure.
Garrett, what are you eating on before the game starts? Or do you eat it all?
Miss Cox's lasagna is pretty good too. I like that.
Okay. I got you.
What are you dinner at their house?
There we go. I like that. Where are you going for a post game?
Waffle House.
Waffle House.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So I had this one's going to be interesting here. So I found out more about Mason here. So this first one is for Garrett here. You might make Coach upset here, but baseball or basketball?
Basketball.
There we go, like that. And then Mason, soccer, football, or basketball?
If you would have asked me this 2 years ago, I would have 100% said soccer. I'm a basketball guy now.
There. I love it.
Big basketball.
Last one for me here. Pre-game music.
It's all on him. He does all the music.
Recently, we've been dabbling in some white girl pop music before the game. It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe.
Wow.
Other times you gotta have some heavy, just horrible. I don't relate, but it gets your blood going.
White girl pop. I gotta remember that.
What white girl pop artists are y'all dabbling in the locker room there at Christiansburg?
Dua Lipa, Katy Perry, all of that. That's the good stuff.
Nothing wrong with that. I'll ask one more for you guys. So everybody seems like they're getting new gyms out in that Roanoke Southwest area. Favorite gym to play in?
Cave, 100%.
For me, I'm like PH. It's just very open. Just feels nice to play in.
Absolutely.
All right, my last question for all y'all. I guess for the guys. So I need some dirt on Coach. I mean, does Coach dance after the game? I mean, what's the best thing? Does he?
He takes a minute to get to the locker room, but when he gets in there, he starts getting jiggy. He can bust a couple moves.
That's good.
I try. I'm not hip. I mean, I probably look awkward as all get out, but I like to hand off the dancing to Bo because Mason's the speaker guy usually, and bus rides. Bo usually tears it up on the dance floor and in the locker room. So.
They got the dance jeans for sure.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Can either one of you maybe do the impression of Coach? Maybe giving a speech or a line? Can either one of you present that?
I'd love to.
I just feel like Mason. I feel like Mason can do it. I just feel like it.
It's just a whole bunch of one-liners.
Okay.
Oh, just screaming, box out, rebound. He'll pass the ball out. It's called shit. He'll pass it around.
Yep.
And he just yells, ready! And awesome.
I love it. Mason, you're going to be running at the next practice. I can see that.
Yeah. I just got you in trouble. My fault.
Yeah.
Well,
Years down the road, I wouldn't mind him coming back.
Well, Coach, Mason, Garrett, it's been a really good time. I said I was going to keep it professional, but I do want to say, if Big G walks in y'all's gym, please give him the cold shoulder, boo him. Don't let him near Christiansburg, please.
God.
I've been fighting for you guys all season. I need you to keep winning, okay?
Yeah. Don't let him show his face around Waffle House.
You can come down to the come see our new gym. We got a new aux gym too. You guys are welcome anytime.
But let me just say this: Waffle House is on me next time. Okay, when I come through, Waffle House is on me.
There we go.
That sounds great.
We got to find a game for him to come to, and we'll make it happen.
Yep,
Awesome.
definitely.
Well, you've heard it here from the District 2 Sports Podcast. Coach Cox, Garrett, and Mason there with the Christiansburg Blue Demons. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you
Thanks,
all.
guys.